everybody, it's Annie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about ECT again. It's kind of my flavor of the week, so it's what's on my mind and that's what you're going to hear about. Today I kind of want to talk through the process of what happens when I go up for ECT. Like, I know every hospital and every experience is different, so this is just my experience and what I do on a treatment day. So basically the first thing is we just drive to the hospital and I go up to the floor where they perform the ECT treatments, and I just kind of wave at the nurses in the nurses room, and I find my room. All of the rooms have whiteboards outside of them, so I find, of course, my name and my doctor's name, and then that's my room for the day. Although a lot of times it's the same room. And then I just get settled, and after a bit the nurses come in. They check your lungs, check your heart, get your patches on, and get everything ready to go. And then the anesthesiologist comes in and they check your lungs and they check your heart and they get the IV started. They start me on saline right away because I'm usually pretty dehydrated, so they get that pumping. And then basically my husband and I just hang out, and they offer him coffee. I can't have anything because you can't eat or drink. And then they come and get me. I just lay back on the bed and they wheel me down the hall. We go into the procedure room. Usually there's the anesthesiologist, a couple of nurses, a doctor, and then it is a teaching hospital, so there are residents in there as well, which is pretty cool. I think it's good that they get the experience. Then they do a timeout to make sure I am who I am and I'm there for the correct procedure. And they take an oxygen mask and put it over my face and tell me to take some deep breaths. Usually I count to about 5 in my head and I am out. And I am out. So after that, sometimes I can feel when they're putting the anesthesia in, it burns a little bit, but other than that, I don't wake up until the very end when everything is done. Sometimes I wake up in the recovery room, sometimes I wake up in the room that I've been assigned to, and if I wake up in the recovery room, they usually just wheel me down to my other room fairly shortly. And then I can sleep as long as I want. Some days I tend to sleep a little longer than others, depends on how much drugs they've pumped into me. And once I wake up a little more, they offer me toast. They have different kinds of toast, butter, jelly, peanut butter. You can have coffee, you can have juice, something to get you going since you haven't eaten and you've just gone through a big procedure. They want to make sure your blood sugar is good before you go. So yeah, that's basically it. And then I just get up and walk out. I get to wear my own clothes. I choose not to wear the scrubs. I just wear a loose fitting t-shirt that they can, maneuver patches around, and either yoga pants or jeans or whatever I feel like wearing that day. I just wear my own clothes. And usually, like, they ask me to take my hair down right before I go in. Sometimes I forget, and so they're like getting the oxygen mask out and I'm like, oh, here, let me pull down my hair. So and then I just throw it back up when I'm done. So there's not a lot of like getting ready or getting dressed afterwards or anything like that. It's just show up, have the procedure, and basically go home. And then I go home and I sleep and I sleep and I sleep. And I'm beginning to realize, talking to some of my support groups, that is pretty normal to sleep throughout the day, and maybe the next day and maybe the next day. It takes a toll on the body to have that much electricity get pumped through you. So you kind of do have to take it easy. It's weird because you feel better, you have more motivation, and yet you tire out so easily, like you can't get a lot done. So lots of arts and crafts going on around here because I can sit and do those, and TV watching. Not my favorite, but it passes the time. All right, and I just wanted to add, if you have any questions about my experience or anything, feel free to reach out to me. I am going to leave my email down below so that you can get a hold of me if you don't want to leave a comment in the public comment sections of the videos. Yeah, I am not a professional. Of course, I don't have any medical experience or anything like that, so I can't give you those sorts of answers. You know, you definitely have to reach out to a medical professional for those, but I can definitely tell you about my experience and what I'm going through and what I've noticed and that sort of thing. So if you do have anything you want to reach out to me about, feel free. I would be happy to chat with you. So yeah, well, thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. The content is kind of erratic, but that's just my brain. And yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'll take care now. Bye-bye.